Just went out of business.
Yep, it's there we go. No, it's working. Of course, it's an awkward thing. What's up, fellow beasties? It's well-known game. We've had some a little bit of technical difficulties, but it seems to have worked out. And we're here, the Last Valley of War 5e Extravaganza campaign. And yeah, we'll just introduce yourself and your character quickly, and if you want to do any shoutouts, any shameless self-promotion. We'll start from my left, which is our friend Avelius Gannon, or Andy.
Hi guys, my name's Andy. I'm playing Avelius Garannon, a human noble war mage who is trying to live up to the standards of his childhood heroes, of the Gentleman Adventurers, but is basically a huge coward. He now has a mission to return Princess somebody or other to the land of wherever she's from. On my notes, but yeah, that's me.
Yep. And then we have Charles, of course.
Hello, I'm Charlie, and I'm playing, let's see here, Aaron Silverbow, the Swift. And he hasn't been too swift here lately. And he is a wood elf, and he's been out adventuring, looking for grand things to bring on back to his people and to expand his horizons. And with that, he's been impressed with the mighty group that he's been adventuring with a wizard that's so mighty, and these dragonborn types that he's never seen before until he met up with them. And then, of course, this crazy druid. So he's just loving all that adventure that's there. And we'll give it back to the DM.
Well, it looks like Sean might be taking a call. Got her phone ring. So, Vicky, you're up.
Okay, my name's Vicky. I'm playing Sora Spirehall, an amazing, fearless Dragonborn who's just really looking to smash some people's heads together and try not to get caught on fire like last time.
Mr. Bill.
Juve, you skipped yourself. That's fine. You're saving the best for last, right?
Mm-hmm.
Check it. I am Ogum, the crazy druid that Charles was referring to. I just bumped up to level 4, so I've got a bunch of new spells to play with, and I can now go up to half CR for my monsters that I can transform, or my animals I can wild shape into. So let's see what fun I can have with this.
Okay, yeah, thanks, Juve, for helping me out. I got a call, and yeah, so yeah. So and then we had our druid, and last but not least, we have Juve, of course.
Yes, Rex Apocalypse, runner of the Splicer RPG group on Facebook, Palladium fan. I play Ruby Red, the Dragonborn fighter who is slowly turning mad and becoming psychotic. Watch our adventures continue. Into madness. Oh.
Okay. Okay, I need to take a quick mini micro break, and I'll be right back. Okay. And I don't want to do a break now. If you guys still need something to drink or something, get it now because I need to do something really quick. Just came up, and I'll be right back. Okay. So sorry about that, but can't be helped.
Oh, we'll forgive you. You'll make it up to me in Dawn of War.
That's just all.
Cool. More time to stuff my face with pizza.
Yeah, I've already stuffed my face so far today.
So I can turn myself into a giant seahorse. I don't know if that'll help the party.
Surprising.
If you're underwater, greatly.
Could we ride the seahorse?
Can I what?
Can we ride the seahorse?
Only if you're Aquaman.
You should be able to get yourself up to a saddle horse or a light war horse, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking at all my good stuff here. So far, I've come across Giant Goat. There's Giant Goat.
Cool, you can just lick electric fences.
Oh. Well, you do got to keep in mind he is the druid that had to spend extra time with those mushrooms to get the visions.
The Myconoids, yes. Well, actually, I can actually speak Myconoid now, so I'm totally happy with that.
So to be a goat and lick electric fences, I can see that just the after effect of so many days of shrooms.
It's important to have aspirations.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, Bill. Me and you need to play Dawn of War 2 sometime.
Yeah, I bought it. It would be nice if I actually play. I didn't even open it.
Yeah, sir. That's a hate crime right there. We need to change that.
Sorry.
You, me, and Sean will get in Mumble or something. We'll play some Dawn of War. I'll stream it.
All right.
We can show how bad everything goes.
Nice. Ooh,
You can turn into a shark.
black bear. I can become a black bear.
Crocodile. Ape. If you got the DM's book, there's a list of CR half creatures in the back.
I'm looking at the monsters manual. I've got the DM's book. I think this one's better though.
Oh no, yeah, it's got all the gubbins in there. But if you just want to
Oh,
state
okay.
list,
Yeah. So sorry about that. I just had to do this quick. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's jump right in. But it's really cool. You can shapeshift into these animals. That's really sweet. And yeah, so you guys are standing still. You've been resting up. You healed up completely after a long rest. You're still in this area, this big huge hallway that is like this ancient city with these broken bridges that I described to you. In front of the crumbled clown face entrance, the riddle door. And yeah. What is it that you guys want to do?
well, I shall leap into the crescendo of silence. I think I mentioned at the end of last session, can't remember if that was off air or not. Avelius has promised to return Princess Illyria of Valeron back to her homeland.
Yep.
So, question to the DM. Am I geographically closer to Valeron or to the southern kingdoms of this Sultan chappie who sent me to this lost valley in the first
Well,
place?
right now you're pretty far away. It's more in the south. How do you say that? Southwest.
Southern? Oh,
Yes, southwest, south. Like basically you're in this upper part. It's more like in the middle, and then you would have to like go down. You travel quite some distance.
I'm trying to figure out whether it would make more sense to go back to the Sultan and go, hello, return from my quest, found a princess, got to return her, any chance you can lend us a flying ship, or just go straight there and then back to the Sultan. But that's what Avelius is thinking, and he'll communicate that to the group. Her Majesty, Her Highness, we need to get her home again, and frankly, I've seen enough of caves and things trying to eat us and insane jester demigods in plains of madness. I'd quite like to see daylight again. So I'm thinking we should maybe get back to the surface. What do you guys think?
Aaron would say daylight would be good, but he's flipping through the journal that he picked up earlier in the game of Phillips, and he remembers reading some of that, and then seeing that Naga, that they're large. Well, he doesn't know if it's really a Naga or if it's just a large white cobra that scurried off, and he'll say, "Well, we do have some other dangers or possibilities there, but Aaron will go whichever way the majority of the group wants to go, because there's strength in numbers."
Okay.
I say let's get this princess back home, resupply, and then go back off. You don't just keep trudging on. Let's be smart about this.
Very sensible advice.
Yeah, I agree. I need some more equipment.
And
Okay.
yeah, let's get rid. Let's go ahead and get rid of her as soon as possible.
So basically, Charles. So Aaron, what's your AC without your dex?
Let's see here. Without the dex would be dex. It would be a. I'm trying to find it here. It'd be 3 off of it. It'd be 13.
Okay. So you suddenly have this feel this piercing pain in your neck. Oh wow. You get a total of 10 piercing damage. Don't worry, I know you got passive perception, and
No, I'm
counter
not.
that.
I'm
Yeah,
not
Just
fighting on
saying,
that.
just saying. I know you got pretty high. Yours is how much again? But it should be fine. I think it was your passive perception was 11, if I remember right.
No, it's 21.
20. Wait a second. Then maybe I fucked up here. However, wait a second. 20. No, actually, no.
21?
Yes.
Are you sure you're on the right character? That's insane.
Oh shit! Good thing
Yeah,
you said that. I'm looking over at the one I played the other night. Oh man!
It's a higher, like
It's
20. I remember it definitely.
It's a 15.
Okay, 15 makes more sense. Okay.
I had to look at my
I
computer
knew
screen.
I knew it was either a 15 or an 11, but 22.
No,
That's
21.
some crazy ass shit.
That's
Yeah.
on a level 9 character that I was playing in Mac.
Because then there would have been a chance that you could have seen it with the 22.
All right, but
Jesus Christ.
I've got 16, and my wisdom just bumped up to 18. So I'm thinking, there's no way. Your wisdom would have to be like 25, plus alertness feat.
Okay, so roll a Constitution check, please, Charles.
okay.
You got 10 piercing damage.
Before that, are we all back up to full Constitution strength? Or are we still?
Your Constitution, it wasn't lowered, I believe, or was it lowered?
Yes.
It's like, have we had a break
I-
since leaving the
Yeah.
cap-
Yeah, you had a break. Yeah.
It was an 8.
Yeah. I'll just say you're healed up from everything. You took like quite a long rest. 8.
Yes.
Okay, so an 8 basically. Now you have to get a 13 or higher. Yeah, you feel something like this numbing pain, and yeah. Well, it just says here that. Okay. Okay.
Is it poison?
It's a poison, but it doesn't say exactly what it does, other than it's just your poison.
If not, at the very least, of the poison
condition in the back of the PHP.
Yeah, you're at disadvantage for a few things.
Okay, so I have to choose the poison. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
Great DMing here at work, people. Great DMing, yes. Not really, but okay. I'll just say you're at disadvantage basically. So
Yeah, if you're poisoned, you're disadvantaged on attack and disadvantage on ability checks.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna make this poison. So because I thought they had a poison here, but apparently they don't. So it just says poison. So okay. So you feel this in your neck, and yeah, if you guys want to like look around to see what's going on, then you can do so.
Well, Aaron will reach up to where he feels that in his neck and around that area. Does he feel anything like a dart or arrow or?
Yeah, you feel a bolt. You can feel it. It's a crossbow bolt.
And he'll pull it on out and he'll say "ow" to the group and then hold it on up.
Yeah. You will feel kind of sickly and everything, and with your passive, basically with your keen eyes, you are able to, and your elven, infravision, you're able to discern multiple, what you can at first see as like elven-looking armored warriors of some sort, hiding pretty cunningly. You can see one who seems to be more heavily armored, and you can see a couple of others with lighter armor. So, waiting, basically.
Okay.
And snuck up on us while we were resting and now launching an attack.
Yeah.
Aaron will point in their general direction and try to find some cover.
Okay. And yeah, so we'll do that initiative rolls then.
All right. And these are drow, right?
Yeah, you can recognize them as drow.
Yeah, that's one of his favorite enemies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can recognize them as drow. They have the pale skin and everything as you recognize it. So the dark skin. Because sometimes in the art they look like they have pale skin. I'm kind of confused at times with the art, but yeah.
It really depends on who does the drawing for it.
The kind of grayish kind of skin. Let's just say there's all kinds of drow with like grayish, purplish skin, darker skin, so ebony skin. So there's all kinds of.
But if they were using drow poison, then it usually has a sleep effect.
Yeah, but that was already calculated because if you would have failed 5 or below, then you would have the sleep effect.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. So, okay. So we'll do initiative for these guys here. Okay. And then. Okay. This pen is also giving up its last thing for this game. Of course. Always when I need it most.
Alas, poor Biro. I knew him, Horatio. A man of infinite ink.
I wish. I don't want to use certain other pens, but.
Use a pen.
Well, I have backups, but something about anyway. Okay, I'll use pencil. So, and then we have here. Okay. Okay. And yep. Okay, so what is your guys' initiative? We have Chewie. Okay. Okay, Bill with 16, Andy with 8. Great initiative. Oh yeah, oh no. Bill with 12, right. And Charles with 16. And Vicky, what was your initiative? Let's
14.
seeing it. 14. And Senor Juve, what was your initiative?
11.
Yeah. Okay. And okay, so.
I also sent you a. And I also sent
Yeah,
you a
I
PDF.
know. I've seen it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. So, the first person is gonna be the one guy, the more heavily armored guy. He's gonna come towards you, and they're gonna. Where we go? Yeah, they're gonna aim their arrow at you, Juve. Okay, and it's a. It's a 23. That should hit you. And I want you to do a Constitution save. And you also get 10. You also get 10 hit points. Tell me exactly with how much you fail it.
I got roll 15 better, correct, on a Constitution save? Because I got Constitution of 15.
Yeah.
So that's 9.
Well, you got to get 13 or better.
You roll the d20, you add your con mod, and if you're proficient in con saves, you add your proficiency bonus. It should be in the little box next to your attributes.
Okay, so I rolled a 9, I got a +2 to Constitution.
It's 11.
Yeah, it's not enough.
I think you're proficient in con saves as a fighter, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you add your proficiency bonus as well.
Oh, okay. So 13, 14.
Okay, then you make it. You resist the poison, but you still lose 10 piercing damage. Okay, then the next person will be one of the other ones that is not as armored.
Damn, they fast.
Yeah. And they are going, and that one is going to do. There we go. Okay, so. Okay, so basically, he just starts like waving his hand, and suddenly everything goes dark around you guys. Because you're kind of like in a group now still. Like you didn't have a chance to spread out. Even you guys with dark vision, you cannot see anything but inky blackness. Okay, that was their turn. The next person is gonna be yeah, Charles.
All right, Aaron will take his bow off, and he'll use his sharpshooter ability,
Okay.
and he's going to take the -5 penalty.
You are at disadvantage now since you cannot see jack shit.
I was at disadvantage for the poison too, so.
Yeah.
But he's going to take the -5 penalty, so if he hits, he can put +10 to the damage.
Sounds good. Okay.
All right, that's a 19 on the dice on the first one. Let's see what the disadvantage. Oh, another 19. Okay.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Well, I got lucky.
You don't give two shits about poison or complete darkness. You're like, fuck that shit.
But okay, so that's a. Let's see.
Who were you aiming at? That's my question.
The one that wasn't as armored as much from his memory, because he's using his memory.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And that'd be 17 points of damage.
And the attack was how much again? It was 19, but minus how much?
19
3?
Well, it'd be 19 plus 9.
Okay.
So it'd be
yeah, you easily hit him. Yeah. Roll damage.
17.
Okay.
17 points.
17 points. Oh. Yeah. So. Okay. You kill him. Please describe what happened. Damn it, pencil.
As the blackness comes and surrounds us, Aaron looses his arrow from his bow, from where he last remembered this one lightly armored individual standing there, and he was aiming for the mouth. But because of the darkness, his arrow falls short, and the poison working onto him, it actually hit him center mass in the chest. The blackness covers his eyes, and from that, he doesn't see anything else at the moment.
Okay. So as you release the arrow, after like a blink of an eye, the darkness dissipates, and you can see the one guy that you were aiming for, with an arrow in his mouth, just falling down dead. You know. And you can actually. Okay. So they're like symbolizing. They're like doing symbols to each other, which you're guessing as the attack is going. Okay, so the next person is gonna be. It was Charles. Now we're down to Vicky with the 14.
Okay. Well, Sora's gonna first of all put a shield up to make sure to protect her from any of the arrows that are coming.
Right.
Oh, she's not gonna attack this turn. She's actually just gonna keep watch and try and block as many of the arrows as possible that's coming that way to try and protect the others.
Right. Okay. And okay, so that's a good thing to do. There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, yeah, so that was your turn, so you want to like block and protect your people, and the next turn is gonna be yeah, okay. Oh yeah, wait.
Ogum.
There's one thing. Okay, and the next one is gonna be Bill.
Hey, I'm gonna try and give them a little of their own medicine and throw fairy fire at them.
Okay. That's also an attack. Who are you aiming it for? Because I know that's an attack roll.
It is. Oh well.
It's a dex save.
Not really. They have to make a dex save.
Oh yeah, okay. So, but who are you aiming it for? So, which one I have to do the dex save for?
No, all of them. Well, whatever. It's a 20-foot cube.
20-foot cube.
So it's all of them.
Okay.
Spell save DC.
Well, you could hit one of the three that are the 20-foot cube, you could hit the 3 that are there in one group because the other one is a little bit further away. But you could hit
Done.
one of the 3. So, okay.
All of the 3.
weaker. Yeah, okay. So I'm rolling dex save. First
Yeah.
one.
14
rolled
is
8.
my DC.
Okay. 1 succeeded, so they avoided it, and 2 failed. So they're now glowing with fairy fire.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right, so those 2 we have. What do you call it? It'll cancel our not our darkness, but whatever. We have disadvantage now, but we have advantage against those 2. So against those 2, we're just even playing field.
Yeah.
I think the darkness dropped, didn't it, when Erin killed the caster?
Yeah, it disappeared, so you could see
Oh,
normally.
even better. Even better.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
So, okay, that was your turn, and now it was Bill. Okay, now the next turn. Oh yeah,
Ruby.
yeah, yeah, Ruby.
Well,
Juve.
I will pull out my blade, and
Yeah.
I will then proceed to say blood. I presume I'm
Roll a wisdom check, please.
okay.
You gotta get 15 or higher. You get your
Fail.
bonus. How much did you roll?
I got a 3 on a natural dice roll.
Okay, yeah, you fail. So you gotta kill that guy, that better armored guy.
So, I will say the activation word blood. I will
Yeah,
then
It
proceed.
glows in red light.
And I'm still blinded correctly, so I had to roll
You
for
see,
this.
you see the Ra winds back a bit from the light, a little bit.
And
Not liking anything that has light.
oh, you do not like the light? Let me show you flame, and I will use my breath weapon.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, and I have to roll for a half damage, right?
That is correct.
So it's a dex save, yeah. Okay, I rolled a total of 12. And yeah, so that I don't know. Your save is how much again, Juve? I always forget. I need to write down these things.
My dex save is my dex.
Yeah,
I
spell
got
DC.
No, your spell DC, Juve.
spell DC. What I found out on the character sheet.
Second page with the spell sheet. I'm just checking. It'll be 10 plus.
12.
There you go.
And I rolled it. What is it?
You've got to beat it to beat it, so equal it
Yeah.
to pass.
Yeah, I think I rolled a 10. No, I had a 12. I had 12. Now I remember 12. Yeah.
Yes, that's a success.
And that was a success. So half damage. Please
So
describe it.
as I breathe out my fire, people might notice that instead of just being a bright red flame, there's hints of black in the flame.
And how much damage does the drow get?
I have to roll. It's been a while since 2d6. So 7 points of fire damage.
Okay, so that was the half, right? Or that's the
That's
full?
the total, so it'd be 3 points, I guess.
Yeah, 3 points. Gotta get it right. So he's slightly singed, but still battle ready, and just looks at you, lifting up his 2 swords, or lifting up his sword. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, so okay, so that was your turn, and then the next person is gonna be yeah. So okay, it's actually that was Juve. We had Bill. Okay, everybody went. Well, actually, except you, because now we have one of the drow, one of the weaker armored ones. They are going
You're
to
breaking
do.
up pretty bad there.
I'm breaking up.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a second. Let me rejoin. Okay, be right back.
If you rejoin, you're going to wind up losing the live feed, ain't you?
No,
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Now he only loses that if gone for 5 or more minutes. I think is
Gotcha.
what the deal is with Google.
Okay. So yeah, my flame is slightly being tainted.
You start saying skulls for the skull throne, we know exactly what you are.
What is so funny?
I just saying Ruby was commenting that his flame is got essence of shadow in it, and I just said if you start shouting skulls for the skull throne, we know exactly what's going on.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so how's my feed?
Yeah,
Is
fine.
it better? Okay.
You don't sound like
one,
Megatron.
yeah, great. So I had a bunch of other windows in the back. I just so
Oh,
one of the
no,
other
you're
drones. What?
choppy. You're choppy for me
Am I
now.
choppy? Oh, god damn it, man. I don't get it. Okay, let me try this again.
Yay, technology. On the plus side, my overlay works. Huzzah.
I found that with the Firefox that all the overlays and everything worked like they used to on Google Hangouts.
Well, I am using a new browser type. While he's doing that, I'm going to switch real quick because I'm out of rotation. Okay. Hey, can anyone hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, cool.
Say what?
You are an evil, evil man.
There is that little element within me. They say I'm only 18% dark, my personality, from that crazy thing off Facebook.
Don't believe everything you read. They do have the crazy eyes thing going on right now.
I can't help those. I was born with those. And old age don't help them.
Come on, Shawnee Sean. BRB getting iced.
So speaking of D&D stuff, has anyone tried this game called Sword Coast Legends?
Yes, it's shit. Don't bother.
Okay. So sorry, I had to clean out my cache with CC Cleaner. How is my voice now?
I'm fine.
For me, it's fine.
Thank the lords of YouTube or whatever. I don't know. Sorry for this. I hate interrupting shit like this, but this happens and it pisses me off. But yeah, anyway, let's continue. So where were we? Next
One of the
turn.
lesser armored ones was about to do something.
Okay. So they will do a fairy fire spell at you guys. And since you're still in a clump, since nobody has done a moved action, I remember. I don't think so. No. Everybody roll for a
Dex save.
what is it? Dex save. Thank you. Just want to say it. Dex save. Yeah.
Again,
Quick question. The
11 or higher. So it's not too bad. Yeah. What?
the lesser armored guys, kind of metagamey. Are they moving on the same initiative, or did you skip me?
No. I didn't skip you. They're
Okay, cool.
in metagaming. They are 9. The one guy is 9. You are 8.
Gotcha.
So.
Roll a 15 total.
Okay, you're fine. You avoid the magic blast of this shiny thing. What did you guys roll?
Aaron
Okay,
got a 12.
Bill is fine. You're fine. You got an 11, so you're fine.
I got 17.
17, 12. So everybody's fine. Juve, what did you roll?
I rolled a 12 as well.
Okay. Well, the spell failed. It just whoosh into, and it's like one of the plants just starts glowing, and he just sighs like, ugh. Okay. And yeah. Okay. Yeah, we had one drow, and then I went with another because they're both the same initiative. Right? I went with 2 of the lesser drows, right? Already. No, I don't think so. No. So here's the other one. One of the same because I got also 9 for him for initiative, and he will attack with his ranged attack. He will attack. Let me see here. He will attack Juve, and he critically fails. Yeah. So he just stumbles and he's prone now. He just stumbles and falls. Yeah, they're definitely not as trained well, those guys. At least him. And yep. So that was his turn, and now it is Avelius Garanon's turn.
Cool. So if I understand it right, there's a little clump of 3 of them, and the armored one is sort of off to one side somewhere.
Yeah, he's next to some of the stalactites, like hiding a bit better than the other ones.
The little clump of 3, Ogden dropped a fairy fire, and it affected a bunch of them, so they're all within 10 feet of.
It affected 2 of them. One guy is dead. One is unaffected.
Is there a spot I can drop a spell that will be within 10 feet of all of those 3?
Yeah.
Sort of in the middle of them. Excellent.
Yeah.
So I see all these bolts flying and all this activity going on, the darkness appearing. I'm blind. Oh no, that's fine. And everyone's fighting. I'll get up, rush over to the princess, stick a hand on her shoulder, and go, "Princess, get down!" and push her down to the floor. And with my other hand,
say yes, okay.
With my other hand, I reach out, point at the clump of 3 drow, and I cast Shatter, which is focused on a point in the middle of them. Every creature within a 10-foot radius sphere must make a Constitution save, and their save DC is 14.
Okay, Constitution. Okay, 14, right?
Yeah.
I rolled, I shit you not, 3 dice. 16, 18, 16.
Okay, well, I take half thunder damage.
Okay.
Any non-magical, and basically it blows a big crater, because I'm assuming they're standing on stone, which also takes
Yeah.
Oh, what a shitty throw. 4, 5, 6, 7. So they take a whole 3 points damage each. And there's a beep as the stone around them shatters and a small crater appears and they get hit with shrapnel.
So they like go back a bit, injured. Okay, so it was Avelius' turn, and then we're back again on the top with the elite warrior guy looking towards you and at you, Juve, and kind of licks his lips, and he just says something in a language you can't comprehend, and in a very wicked way. And he swings his sword at you with like a blazing speed, and he has 2 attacks. He swings his sword twice. The first attack is a 19. It should hit you.
Yeah, my AC is 19.
Yeah, so it does hit you.
Okay.
The second one is an 18, which it doesn't hit you, just barely. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here. Damage. Oh, very little. It's a total of 5 damage. Oh, okay. And suddenly, as he swings, he just pierces you slightly, right? Not that big of a deal for you. However, you take 13 poison damage as you feel like something like the pain throbbing, and you feel like your body kind of like numbing down.
Do I not roll a Constitution save?
Nope. By the way, Charles, since it doesn't say take disadvantage, I'm gonna go by the book. It just says if it falls by a 5 or lower, then you fall asleep. That's the poison. So you haven't fallen asleep, so don't worry about it. I'm going by the book, and I said that with the game. I'm going to stick with that. So sorry for a little retcon. So let's just say you have shaken off the disadvantage. Okay, so that was the guy's turn, and then we go. Oh yeah, one of the other the weaker looking ones. And the one guy, he will come close to Avelius, and he will swing his sword at you.
Damn it! I knew I should have gone with mage armor.
Yeah, and he also says something you cannot understand, and it's a total, not a really good swing. It will probably even miss you with a 7.
Does if it was an Elvish, I do understand it, or Celestial.
Okay, wait.
If it was a Drow dialect, maybe not.
Well, okay, you do understand. He basically said something on the order of die, human scum. So yeah, sorry, we have also an elf, so whoever speaks Elvish, you do understand it, but it does seem more harsh of a dialect, so it's definitely the Drow dialect.
You get the message from the intonation, if not the words.
Yeah.
So I've pushed what's her face, the princess down. This guy comes up and he's like, oh, and I sort of like sway back, sort of almost leaning on her as support and Matrix out of the way.
Right. Okay, so that was his turn, and he missed, and then the next turn is gonna be, Charles.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and take the -5 on the roll for the +10 for using the sharpshooter, and I'm going to shoot at the one that's trying to damage my party member with the sword there over at Avelius.
Right.
Let's see here. Okay, that will be a 19 with all the pluses and minuses added up.
Okay, that will definitely hit him. Roll damage.
And has he been damaged prior?
He's been he had a wound through the shatter spell from Avelius.
Okay, then I'll use my Colossal Slayer to boot.
Okay.
That's what, 13, 23, and 28 points of damage.
Yeah, you fucking kill him, no problem. Like, you destroy him. Please describe.
As he swings at Avelius, and speaking in the Undercommon, Aaron will say in Undercommon, "Here is your death. May you meet the light. Stay away from the dark. We bring it to you."
Okay.
And
It's actually he was saying it in Elvish, in Drow Elvish, but he just looks at you, and before you can finish the sentence, he tries to saying, "Dirty overlad," and then go ahead.
Okay. And the drow tongue is usually Undercommon, I think. But
It's Undercommon. Okay, sorry, I didn't know that. Yeah, then Undercommon. We'll go with that.
Well, no, that's actually wrong. There's Undercommon and there's Drow speak. There's two different languages.
Okay.
well,
in this world, I'll just say that the Elvish, you understand it either way.
Either way, but because he picked it up on the favorite enemy.
Yeah.
But he's going to say that shoot him. He'll shoot him as he's turning in the chest, and the arrow will sink deeply, and he'll go down.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, surface dweller. And he just falls down, dead. Okay, so that was your turn.
Yep.
And then, Vicky, can you tell me your AC without your Dex bonus?
Yep, it's 13. No, sorry, 15.
15, okay. And suddenly you have on your shoulder an exposed part of your armor, small exposed part. Roll a little bolt sinks into your shoulder, giving you huge amounts of pain, and it comes from the upper part, from the sky. From the more. It comes from. It seems like it comes from a higher angle, but you barely seen it.
Yep.
Before it hits you, and you get a 5 piercing damage, and roll a Constitution saving throw.
18.
You got 18. Okay, you're fine. That poison is like whatever. I drank booze that was tougher than that poison, so.
How many hit points is that, sorry? 5.
Only 5 piercing. Okay. And you can see now there, upstairs, what you can see is a female drow in similar armor, like the one that Juve is fighting, a female drow with a crossbow pointed at you, who was hiding pretty cunningly. And she's levitating. So.
Can I try and throw one of my hand axes at her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. That wasn't your. It's not your turn yet. You can at your turn.
Yep.
Because now we're going to. It's actually your turn now, anyway. So, yeah, throw this hand axe.
Okay, I got a 13.
13. Okay. Let me see here. No. She has a shield on her left hand, and she just ricochets it off of the shield.
Alright.
However, I'm gonna see here. Okay, yeah, she's still fine. Okay. And that was her, and that was you. And now we are down to Bill.
Okay, so she's wearing some kind of breastplate, metal armor?
It's actually more. It's actually very like you could see that it's not actually metal. It looks like leather, very finely made leather, and colored for some sort. I don't know if you have any infravision of some sort. From the other fairy light or something, you can see it. Also from the light from Juve's blade, you can see it's most likely some kind of very finely crafted studded leather. So there's little studs of metal.
Okay, yeah, so that's good. And yeah, I'm a dwarf. I have infravision.
Oh yeah, okay. Of course you're a dwarf, so yeah, no problem. You see clear as daylight.
Sexy. All right. So with that metal, I'm going to cast heat metal on this chick.
Okay.
She will have to make a Constitution saving throw. And
Okay.
she will have to beat DC 14.
Okay. Rolling con save. And she rolls a total of 15. So just barely made it. She's like, "Argh!" And then she looks at you, and she says like, "Ishkrabatatsobata," and then you recognize the Elven word for dwarf. So, and yeah.
Sorry. Okay, so that means that she's not going to have to drop or pull off the armor.
Okay.
But she's still going to take 2d8 fire damage.
Okay, then tell me how much she loses.
I rolled a 70. No, I'm joking.
Jesus Christ. What kind of heat metal spell is that? Like a melt in front of my eyes spell? Cyclops' heat vision? Or it's more like optic blast, whatever. So.
Absolutely disgusting. I rolled 2 1s.
No, it's like it smokes a little bit, and then all she does is this like.
Ridiculous.
She looks at you wickedly. Okay, so that was your turn. Now, out of a other corner, you guys can see. Although let me see here. Yeah, you guys, pretty much all of you can see another drow, a male one, and he seems to be like he's wearing some kind of what you're thinking a mage robe of some sort. Also, like with you can see different kind of surprise spider and web designs as you could see in the other armor. Because now you have some time to see the things. He's holding a staff with a small spider on it. And he starts doing some movement with his hands, and suddenly you can see a small shimmer over him, some kind of force field-like energy, and that's what you can see as he's chanting. Okay, so it was him, and now we go to Juve.
I will continue on my mad quest to kill the drow.
Yep.
So that's 11 plus 4. Yeah, so 15, 16, 17 total.
17. They block it. The drow blocks it with his shield. He's close. You almost get him, but at the last second, the sword just ricochets off the shield.
Okay.
Okay. So that was your turn, and now we are. Oh yeah, now we are at the 2 9er guys. Okay. So the first 9er guy, he's gonna shoot the crossbow, and he's gonna shoot it at Avelius for a total of 7. I think that would miss you, Avelius.
It does.
Okay, so the bolt just goes flying off. And then the other one will actually run up and try to swing his sword. Well, it's actually the one guy who's still fighting, but I think now he actually died, so this is the other guy coming up. But he's going now towards Charles. Can't quite reach him, but he's running and he's trying to shoot Charles. And he rolls a total of 13. I don't think that hits Charles. Would be very surprised.
No, it doesn't.
So that
right now my AC is 17 since I'm not using the shield.
Yeah. So, it misses no problem. And that was the two Niners, and now we come to Evalius.
Okay, so the one that swung at me before, you said he's dead?
I think because Charles, Aaron killed him, right? That was the one you were shooting at.
Correct.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
cool.
he's dead.
So I got none in melee range of me.
Not now, no.
Excellent. So there's Shimmery Mage Dude in the corner, Floating
Yep.
Drellwyn with the crossbow. How many others are there? A couple of others?
There is two of the weaker ones, and there's two of the more elite-looking ones. One fighting Juve, the other one is floating, and so a total of 5 drow left, and one that is more likely than a mage of some sort.
Okay. Target-rich environment. Slam the staff down, bounce it up into my hands, start pulling heat energy out of the air, which radiates up my arms. Head starts glowing, fire flickering out of my eyes. I look at the floating woman, change my mind, and shoot 2 eye beams of scorching ray at the mage with the armor on. And then the last one, I just vomit out the third ray at the floating woman. So 2 at the mage and 1 at the floating drow.
Okay, roll attacks.
So against the mage, or the one with the shimmering armor, mage armor, presumably that's
Yeah.
21 and 11.
Ooh, okay. The 11 ricochets off the armor, no problem. You can see a shimmer of it. Like, the 21, however, that breaks through as he's focusing his armor. It just shatters, and you hit him.
Okay, so he takes 10 points of fire damage, and I rolled a 22 against the floating witch, who takes
That
8
hits
fire
too.
damage. 8 fire damage for her.
Okay, well done. She's also singed now, fire around her, and she just kind of snarls at you. And she says,
I shout
and then
back in.
basically she says,
Elvish.
I will sacrifice you to the Spider Queen Loth herself. That's what she said.
I'll shout back in Elvish. You gotta get us first, bitch!
Yeah. Okay, so we're back on the top. Oh yeah, Evalius, I want you to roll a wisdom throw.
Just a throw, not a save.
Just save. Yeah, wisdom save. Sorry, save.
Alpha. 6.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we're starting on the top with the one who Juve is fighting, the warrior, and he just looks at you, Juve, and says, he basically says against something you don't understand, but he's he seems like he's cussing at you at this point. He swings his 2 swords. The first sword, 17. No problem. It just ricochets off your armor. And the second one is a critical miss. It's a 1. I will be nice, if that's okay with you guys. I will give Juve an attack for that. Okay? Basically,
Okay.
he stumbles, and it gives you a chance to attack him.
All right, cool. So, in other words, we're doing an attack of opportunity. That means I roll with advantage, correct?
I wouldn't know about that. No, it's just a normal attack.
Feat that does that. It's just a regular attack.
Yeah, it's a normal attack. I've never seen that yet, where attack of opportunities in 5e is an advantage. Unless, I'm sure there's a feat of some sort that you can take, but I don't think you got that
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23.
Wow, yes, you hit him. So, yeah, you got... And what was your roll? Your normal, natural roll? It wasn't a 20,
17.
right? Okay, 17. So you hit him. So you do, again, max damage, which should be 13, right?
Yep.
Okay. Please describe as how this looks like, how you slice in with this ridiculously sharp sword.
So as soon as he trips, you say he tripped, right?
Yeah, he tripped basically on one of the rocks. You were like, you're dancing around. She started positioning, and for a second there, he didn't see. He was moving very gracefully, but even he didn't see this one little boulder, this one little rock standing there, and he tripped slightly.
So when he trips and starts to stumble down, I take my sword from near the bottom of my leg and swipe straight up. And as that happens, is this a kill, right? Is this a killing blow? Or
No,
just a hit?
it's a hit. You wound him, but you don't kill him.
As it goes across his chest, you see blood splatter up across the air as I slash across his chest.
Okay,
And
so
I
the
laugh
sword. Okay, the sword is like then 8. I think it was 13, right? So 8 plus 1, that's 9, and then plus 4, yeah, 13.
Yeah.
So he is definitely wounded. As you laugh maniacally, please roll a wisdom save.
5, another fail.
Okay, as the blood trickles down on your sword, and you can see the blood flying into the air, almost it's like time staying still. And all you can see is this vision, the picture that I showed you, remember? And almost like out of all this alien tongue and languages, you take out this one word, Duror, you know? And it's like almost like a chanting of some sort. And you have suddenly like this blood looks great. Like you're like it would be like something fine to drink or something like that, you know? And like it's something you would like to try out. You know, it's something like not only do you want to kill this guy, but you want to, you know, you're feeling this thirst for some reason. So, okay.
Okay.
And that was, yeah, he failed with his attack, and the second one also failed. It just ricocheted off the armor. And now we go to, Charles.
Aaron will go ahead. He's going to use the same tactic, the sharpshooter, take the -5. He's going to go ahead and, as a bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark on this floating evil female drow, knowing that being favorite enemy, knowing the culture that the females are usually the higher in the hierarchy. And he's going to shoot.
She's most likely the commander of this unit, since she's the female. So she's automatically higher status.
So he's going to shoot at her. Oh, that sucks. That's a -4.
A -4? Wow.
Yeah, because of the -5 on my roll, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh man, yeah. I don't think there's crit fails in the core book, so you just basically just fumble up and you look silly.
Okay.
And as far as I know, like we discussed this, there's no fumbles, and I'm not going to add fumbles now. So, but you look ridiculous, and basically she looks at you, and she says in Elven with the drow accent, she says, "Weak, pathetic male. You're just good as slaves, especially you, surface dweller."
And Aaron will just retort back to her that you have my mark on you now. Wait till my next opportunity.
I'll wait till the Spider Queen herself goes gray. Anyway,
all right.
So that was your turn. And now we have it's her turn. What a coincidence. And she decides to actually drop down, float down, and she will actually attack you because she doesn't like you. So, surprise, surprise, right? Not really. But. Ooh, mama. Okay, first attack, that one I'm sure swings and misses with a 12, right?
Yes,
That one.
NMS.
Yeah. So the first one is almost like a feint, right? It's like it's such a bad attack. You're like, what is she thinking? You know? But then she comes down and you don't even notice this fucking elegant move, and she comes down and hits a fucking natural 20.
Ooh! Sniping.
So I'm gonna roll the damage twice and add the bonus modifier, as we have agreed. That's the way we're doing it.
Yeah.
So just to keep away here. So that's okay. A 3 and 4. Okay, so let's say 7. So it's a total of 11 damage, and then there's still an extra of poison damage. However, I'm not going to double that because it's poison. It's separate. The poison goes in. It has the same effect as if I do a normal attack. So I think that's how you do it. Or anyway, that's how I'm going to do it because it doesn't make sense to me. Because poison is poison.
Yeah, I'm not sure to be honest. So yeah, DM's cool.
I'm calling it. The normal piercing damage is gonna be. I already doubled that, and which was a total of 11, and then the poison is separate, because then it will be like pretty crazy, or it's already pretty crazy. So and it makes more sense because once the poison enters, it enters. You know, it's like not, oh, the poison enters even. I guess maybe, but I'm gonna stick with that. So 12 poison damage. You can feel not only the blade slicing into you, but you can feel instantly this sickening pain, this numbness, this nausea, this pain, this kind of like at your wound. And she grins and like, we will see what your mark does, surface dweller.
And
Elven.
Aaron goes ahead as he's hit with this. He goes and you see his knee buckle, and he starts going on down, but he fortifies himself up from her trash talk, and he you see his stomach winch with the pain of the poison taking effect, and he's used body quivering to ward off all this, but he's looking pretty rough.
Yeah. Okay, Vicky, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna attack the elf now with my sword and try and get him away.
Which one? The one that is fighting Juve, or the one that is fighting Charles? I mean Aaron.
The one that's going after Aaron.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely more bad. Juve is doing fine.
Yeah.
He's wounded, but he's got his fancy armor and sword, so should be good to go.
Yep. I rolled a 19.
Yep, that does hit.
Yeah, okay.
Roll damage.
9.
Okay, you hit her, and let me see here. 9. Okay, please describe your hit. You wound her as she's so engulfed with wounding, like sticking the blade even deeper into Charles, and she's almost like laughing maniacally. Like almost like a parody of a wolf worshipping drow, but almost, because it's like she's maddened in some way. But anyway, and then what do you do as she's not paying attention to you?
Well, Sora, seeing that Aaron's in trouble, starts running over, and she just flings the shield to one side and grabs the sword and just she hits the elf in the back, sort of thing, trying to cut her as deep as possible to try and get her away from Aaron and try and get her to attack her instead.
You slice in, and the crimson blood comes out of her back, and she just yells like, "Ah!" Nice. Okay. Well done. Okay, next turn, that was Sora. And now we go to... Oh yeah, Bill. It's time for a Dwarven Druid. Oh yeah.
Okay, first off, bonus action. I want that chick to take more damage with the heat metal.
Okay, yeah.
So
Right, yeah, of course. You're doing that
now she
concentration,
takes
right?
now she takes 9 damage. So while before it was just heating up, now it's actually gotten to a nice burn.
And it's actually perfect because as you're doing that, at the same time you have Sora slicing into her back. So as you're doing that, the metal of the stubs heat up and they burn into her flesh more, and right next to her wound. So 9 damage, right?
Yes. Does she die?
Okay. No. It's
Okay.
I'm flavoring it. I'm being fancy.
Oh, no, that's fine. I was going to flavor it more and say that heating the metal studs up allowed the armor to be a little bit weaker, more malleable, to let sorry, what's Vicky's character's name?
Sora.
Sora.
Sorry,
To allow
yeah.
Sora to dig the blade in just a little bit deeper.
Nice.
Anyway, and now, with my actual action, I'm going to roll. If she's still standing, does a 13 hit her?
If she's still standing, okay, wait. If
She's still alive, right? You said she's still alive, so.
yeah, 13 doesn't hit her.
All right. Well, then I cast Produce Fire and toss it at her, and it just kind of. I guess it just wasn't as hot as the the scorching rays.
She basically just looks at you like, "Argh!" and she's like yelling, and she just turns around and like flings her shield. The fire that you created bounces off the shield, and there's a little bit of flame on the shield, but since it's metal, it's not a big deal. And the fire just whooshes somewhere and starts burning a little bit of moss that's been growing on the side.
Dude, she just went Captain America on me. All right,
yeah, pretty much.
That was my phone.
There was actually a female Captain America too, but anyway, neither here nor there.
Well, that was the Secret Wars 2099.
Yeah. Well, anyway, nerds, I get it. So,
I mean,
next
all of your nerddom.
Yep. We bow down. Okay, so since you didn't, I don't think you guys moved. Did anybody move really substantially? I don't think anybody has. Okay, you're still kind of in a clump.
Yeah, I positioned myself next to the princess, but that's about it.
Yeah. So you are in like a 20 foot square. So the wizard starts moving his hand and starts chanting, and then he just and suddenly he has like a small, what you can see is like a small like tentacle, and he throws it towards your ground, and suddenly giant black like tentacles come out and grab towards you. So everybody's got to do a dex save, and what you want to roll is a 14 or higher.
I'm good. 18.
Just
Okay.
got.
What?
I just got 14.
Okay. You are fine.
13. Valius fails the roll.
13. Okay. So one of the tentacles swings at you and hits you for 15 damage. Le dommage. Just
Aaron gets a 11 for his dex.
Oh, let me roll. Damage. You know, it's serious when I'm doing French accent.
Yes.
Okay, so I rolled a total of 11 damage, bludgeoning damage.
Oh man, I'm hurting.
So the tentacle comes up and like grabs you, and then another one comes and grabs you, and the third one comes and whoosh, hits you. Oh yeah, and it's difficult terrain, so your move is halved. And I do for next time. I swear, this time I didn't have enough time, but we will use the Fantasy Grounds, and we will use that for the map simply for moving, so we can have that like clear. Okay, that's a promise. Because I'll have enough time for next week. But anyway, this is neither here nor there. So
If this is the
everybody.
spell, if this is the spell I think it is, are we also restrained?
Oh yeah, you are restrained. Yep, the tentacles now not only are bludgeoning you. Yep, you are basically now restrained by the tentacles, and you are So
Well, shit.
yep.
That's not so good.
Yep. So, and that was the Drow Mage's turn, and he cackles slightly, and then the female Drow looks at him and says in Elven, "Don't get ahead of yourself, male." Basically, and yeah, so that was the wizard's turn. Yeah, and then we are. Oh yeah, the two guys that are still alive. So now they are shooting at Juve. One of them shoots a crossbow at Juve. And 19, that one hits. So that will be a total. Damn it. The dice fell down.
The one.
Wait a second. Oh yeah, I can still see the number. Okay, it's 3. Okay, so you get a total of 3. So 5 damage, piercing damage, and roll a Constitution save. Juve.
Roll a Constitution save.
Yep.
Fail.
Okay. How much did you fail by? That's the important part with this poison.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, so you fall asleep. Yep.
Okay. How many points of damage?
You got a total of 5 piercing damage. So you fall asleep dreaming of that picture that I sent you. And other horrible visions. So. Okay, so that was one of the Niners.
And you said it was 3 points of damage, correct?
5. 5.
5. Okay.
5. 5. There you go. The other one decides to shoot at Sora an arrow. And they roll a total of 18. Does that hit you, Sora? Sora?
Oh, sorry. What did you want me to do? Sorry.
One of the Drow shot a crossbow at you, one of the weaker ones. Does an 18 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so you will take. Let me see here. I'll take another d6 if I still have one left. Oh, here. You take a total of 5, also 5 piercing damage, and roll a con save.
Okay. 16.
16, you're fine. You resist the poison. Like poison, yeah, like throw anything at you, but poison, you don't give a fuck. You know, you're like whatever. So, yeah, you're fine. Okay, that was the 2 Niners, as I call them, and now Evalius.
Okay, 2 questions. First one, did the princess manage to avoid the tentacles of doom swirling out of the ground?
She
was right next to me.
Yeah, she didn't. She's also trapped by the tentacles, so.
Well, balls. Second question. Well, I know what that spell was. I don't know if Evalius does. Can I make an Arcana check to see if I know what it is?
Roll.
It's a 16 plus 6, so 22.
Yep. It's Eivard's Black Tentacles spell.
Okay, and I
4th
know...
level conjuration.
So I know then that I need to get out of the area or I'm going to get smushed properly. Um,
The tentacles are trying to.
Crush me.
Every tentacle wants a piece of you. They're big fans. They can't decide. So in the
No
end, it's not going to
autographs!
be
No
good for you.
autographs! I fire my bouncer, and I will do my best to try and wriggle out of their grip with a dex check, because my strength sucks
It's
balls.
like the worst nightmare a hentai artist can come up with, and believe me, it's pretty bad.
7 on my dex check, so I'm trying to wriggle out of them and reach out for the princess to try and pull her back, and just making no gains whatsoever. So I shout,
7. Okay.
I don't think that
7.
beats their spell save.
That's not enough. Sadly, you're trying to wiggle out.
And I'm trying to pull the princess out as well, so I sort of reach out and grab her hand as her hand reaches out, and these tentacles swirling all around us. And I get the shout out, "Help us! Someone, help us!"
And she just looks at you crying, and she says, "Oh, please help me, my great hero." And you're just completely charmed of her. Like, you have fallen in love with her, legit. And you want to save her, you really do. But the hour is desperate indeed.
Oh great, I find true love and then get smushed to death by black tentacles. Yeah, and I shout out, "Someone, help us! Help us! We're gonna die!"
Yeah. Okay, so the next turn that was your turn, Avelius, and we're back to the top. Yeah, with the male elite warrior, and he just saw that Juve has fallen unconscious. So before he finishes off Juve, he wants to go for the next closest threat, and at this moment, he will go up to Sora and attack Sora. And that's a 5. I rolled a 5. Oh yeah, 2 attacks. The first attack was a total of 12.
Yeah, that
I think
misses.
that hits. Yeah. The second attack is a 17. Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So it's a total of 8 damage.
Oh, yep.
And brace yourself. Ooh, that's not good. I rolled 2 6s on the poison damage. That's a 15 poison damage. You feel that poison. Like he was brewing that especially for you.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Like, okay, so how much are you in the minus?
5.
5. Okay, then just roll a normal 1d, like a d20 for me.
Okay.
If it's death save, it's on the start of her next turn, not on the turn.
Okay. Oh, yeah, right. Sorry. Apologies. Thank you. Couldn't do it without you, Andy. So thank you. Next turn. Okay. That was what is it? Yeah, the first guy, and now the second person who's coming is Charles.
All right. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, wait a second. Actually, one thing is that the female drow and the male drow also were in the area with the black tentacles. So I gotta do a little retcon here. And let's see here. Just 1 second.
Okay.
And let's see, 8, 14. Okay, one of them, the female drow, is also restrained by the tentacles, and she yells at the mage, like, "What are you thinking?" And she gets, holy crap, she gets 12, 15 damage. So, just because fair is fair, they were in the same area, so... So she's getting squished by the tentacles. And wait, so 15.
On the plus side, that means she has disadvantage on her attacks and we have advantage against her. On
Yep,
the
yep.
minus side, it means we're all going to die.
Yep. Anyway, Charles, sorry. Now it's your turn. Sorry, I just wanted to do this because
Oh, that's
she was
all
in the same area as you guys.
Yep.
So spell effect is spell effect. It doesn't choose unless they have spell sculpt, which the guy doesn't have. So whatever. Go ahead.
Aaron's gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself
Okay.
for all of 8 points. Yeah, right. +8. Pitiful, and then he's gonna try to, as his move, he's gonna try to wiggle free of there with his dex.
With your dex, yeah. Roll. You got to get a 14 or higher.
Okay, 18 on the dice. So, and hold on, I gotta do that because he's poisoned, so he's disadvantaged. So let me roll that.
No, don't worry about it. I told you no disadvantage because it doesn't say in the description. Don't worry about it. You're fine. That roll. So how much did you get?
I got an 18 on the dice. But
then you're fine. Then you're fine.
Okay.
You're free. No disadvantage, as I said.
All right.
This is poison. If you get 5 or lower, you fall asleep.
All right.
Because I haven't, as I said, going by the book right now, and this is the info. So.
Okay, and that's all he could possibly do at that time, except yell out to the mighty mage, "I'll be there as soon as I can." And he'll say, "Gurgle, gurgle."
Right. Okay, so that was your turn.
Yeah.
And so it's Charles, and now we are. Oh yeah, the female one. And she says, "Stop this ridiculous spell this instant." And the male mage says, "It's all in Elven, but they will get free too." Says, "Look at them. We're gonna win this without this stupid spell. Stop it." Don't you see? And basically, she commands him, and he basically lets go of the concentration, and the spell ends. And he's kind of disappointed because he wanted to crush you all. And you're breathing like as the tentacles disappear into ether. And she decides to attack you, Charles, with her swords. And this time she rolls a total. The first attack is a 15. I don't think that hits you, or does it?
No, that won't hit.
And the other one is a 10. That doesn't hit. So she's weakened by the tentacle suddenly grabbing her and crushing her, And she swings, and both of them fail. Both of her swings fail. And, okay, that was her turn. Now we go to Bill.
Okay, are we gonna check for Vicky, or we're good?
Oh, Vicky. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. 14. Vicky, yeah. Every time I have it written down. Anyway, sorry. Apologies. Vicky, of course. Vicky. Sora, what does Sora do? What would Sora do? There we go.
Sora's dead, so I need to make a...
Yeah, roll a 1d20. It's 10 or above, yeah.
Got 19.
Okay, so you gotta get... okay.
So that's one save.
And then you gotta get at least 3, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that was Vicky, and now we go to Bill.
Alright, I want to do the damage as my bonus action to this girl again with the... what is this?
Go ahead.
Going?
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
There's my roll. 7 points of damage, burning.
Okay. 7 points of damage, okay. Yeah, she definitely is like, "Ugh!" She definitely looks more worse for wear at the moment. So,
okay,
that was your bonus action?
Yeah, does a 17 hit her?
Almost, but not quite.
Oh, are you kidding me? All right, fine.
What were you
That's
doing?
it.
Okay.
I was trying to throw another produce flame at her.
Okay. Yeah, it just bounces off. She just
Oh wait,
dodges
she
it
did
less
throw
second.
away her shield.
Do I roll to wake up, or am I just out the game for the?
Well, it says until you get injured, and you wake up.
Hey, Sean, you did say that she threw away her shield before, right?
No. She was
Okay,
restrained by
never
the
mind.
tentacles. I don't remember her throwing away a shield. She made the
You
roll.
said
She flung her arm out to bounce off your first flame, I think, was what
She,
happened.
she didn't throw the shield, dude. Like, that's why I think you
okay.
said Captain America. She just swung the
Yeah.
hand like this. So apologies for
Gotcha.
the apologies. That wasn't intentional. She still has her shield. She's not letting go of that shield because then yes, her AC will go down, and then you could have.
Hey man, it's just player desperation. That's all.
Yeah, that's cool. I know that feeling, man. Okay. Okay. So. Yeah, that was her. That was your turn. Now we go to our friendly wizard. Okay. And
Well, not so friendly wizard.
let me see here. Yeah, as he's preparing another spell. Yeah. Out of nowhere, it looks like a desperate kind of battle at this point, even though the female one is injured, and you still have the two other ones. Out of nowhere, you can see a bright arrow, like a bright glowing arrow, hit his shoulder, and he's just like, as he was trying to do his spell, and it breaks up, and he's like, "Oh, it's them, it's her. We must flee." And the female says, "No, we're winning the battle." And she says, "Wait. Matlar, you little cowardly fool! We have them in the run." And he says, "Begging your pardon, my lady, but we must flee." And he says, "Oh well, fine." And
It's a long conversation for 6 seconds.
yeah, I know. Okay, just bear with me. Anyway, so he's trying to disengage, and out of nowhere you can see a bright figure in a plate mail armor, and it almost would look like an elf, but instead of like, it's more like a form of like a glowing kind of humanoid creature, like just brightly glowing, and it lights up the entire air, and with also with blonde hair coming down, but also glowing. But the face seems like you can see only it's an elf because of the pointed ears, but it's mostly like almost like complete light, with like some kind of extra glowing parts, which you think are the eyes, and she just points a flaming sword as she puts away her bow, and she points a flaming sword at them. Surtur, get your minions back, or you will pay for your crimes here and now. And basically, that's what happens at this point. And okay, that was his turn, and now we go to Juve. You're still asleep, so that was that. And then the two other drow, the two weaker ones, they decide to flee at this point because they seem to be weaker ones. And the female drow just says, "You cowards! You will all be slaughtered. You will be slaughtered back in Methnaz, and then it is Avelius' turn.
Gasping for breath and with relief at the sudden release from these tentacles, looking at the princess, I reach out, grab her, pull her towards me, pull her into a hug, turn her away so that I put myself between her and where the mage was. Reach into my coat, pull out the wand of lightning, sight down my arm at the back of the fleeing mage, and blow a hole in his spine.
Okay.
So I'll zap him with the wand of lightning. He needs to make a Dex save DC 15, possibly at disadvantage if he's not facing it, maybe, if you're feeling generous.
He's at a disadvantage. I'll be fine. I'll be nice. Okay, DC 15, right?
Yep.
Okay. How much damage does it do?
I shall tell you in just a second. Lots and lots of numbers, most of them crap. 5, 10, 16, 18, 20, 23, 24, 25.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so you hit him good. He's shocking, like, he's shocked. You see him singe, but he just moves on, and then he says in a very broken common, he says, "I'll kill human, and then he's talking in Drow, and he's pointing at you, Avelius. Basically, you might have a enemy for life. Crawls away wounded even further, like a wretched dog.
Unless it can crawl out the range of it, he's going to get hit again in 6 seconds.
Yeah. So that was your turn, and now we're at the top. And the other guy basically disengages from Sora, and so he basically goes over to the female one, and he says, "My mistress, we must flee." And says, "Yes, take me away." And then he starts thinking, and he starts levitating away, he goes up and away from you guys. And that's so he's disengaging, but having a shield up towards you guys. So, and that was his turn. And then we have that was his turn. That was then it's Charles, of course. Yeah.
Then Aaron will go ahead and take his pick up his bow and arrow, and he will shoot at her using his sharpshooter feat, and he'll take the -5 so he can do as much damage if he hits as possible. And let's see here, and that will be an 18.
Oh man, you just hit her. Roll damage.
And okay, she has Hunter's Mark. That's the arrow, and Colossal Slayer since she's damaged. 1 point for Hunter's Mark. And let's see here. That's 17, 22, 32 points for the other day.
Oh, you fucking kill her. She had 21 left, so just describe how you kill her.
As floating on up with this crazy warrior or of some sort that he just shoots for to get her in the throat so she can't command no more. Takes a quick blind shot and hits her in the throat, and it goes up from the bottom of the throat up into the base of the skull.
She's like, and the guy says, "My mistress, no!" And he looks at you, I will be back for you, Surface Dweller. Our entire clan will be there for you. And as they continue, he continues floating with her. Everything, he's floating a bit more.
Okay, and then with
down.
Aaron's move, we'll move over towards Soria.
Okay. And okay, so that was Charles' turn. Now we're back to the wizard. No, actually no, it's Vicky. Sora's turn. Roll a d20.
Okay. I got 11.
It's still above 10. You're golden. Yep. You're clinging on to life. You can see like from the distance this light, right? And you can see something forming, but not quite. You don't want to accept it yet, you know.
Close.
Yeah, you can. If you do that, of course you can describe it, but you're on a good way. So you got 2 out of 3. And we are back to Bill.
Yo, so this, not quite a matriarch, but this female drow, she's actually dead, right?
Oh yeah, you could see her. Like the fucking arrow went through her neck.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. In that case, should I take this dude out? Nah, I'm gonna do a medicine check for Vicky.
Okay.
So, rolled a 19. I get a +4. She should be good.
Okay.
20.
You're not. Yeah, you're not anymore in critical condition, Sora.
And then give her a. How many good berries can I make? 6. There. I got 6 good berries, so she's got 6 hit points.
Huzzah!
Nice,
Just
nice.
just jolts back to life, and she's just gasping. She's like, "Oh my god, bloody hell! I've just seen some things, and yeah, thanks."
Ooh, and you're well fed.
Yeah, you feel well fed, even though everything hurts and you cannot stand, but you are alive and breathing.
I woke up from the dead full. It's brilliant.
Brilliant, yeah, for sure. That is brilliant. Okay. Wait a second here. Oh yeah, okay. So that was Bill, and now we go to Juve. You're still unconscious. So then we go to the 2 Niners, which I just called them the 2 Niners. They're running away, just in panic mode. And then we go to Avelius. Oh, wait. No, we have still the wizard, the mage. He is running away, and actually, he actually makes a spell. It suddenly disappears into thin air.
Oh, don't know what spell it was. Nope.
You want to check? You want to check to see?
I got a 9.
Nah, you don't know. You don't know. Had to pay more attention in that fucking last class.
Yeah, I'm looking after him, sort of drawing a bead with my the lightning wand, ready to blast another hole in with some snappy catchphrase on my lips, and poof, it's like, "You mother!" And I realised I'm holding the princess. Like, "Are you okay, princess?" And put the wand away and check her for injuries, ignoring the fact that I've probably got a couple of cracked ribs and maybe a fractured something or other, fractured spleen.
Yeah.
I hurt lots.
And 1 second. Okay, so that was we're there, and the other guy, he just is disengaging, and he also makes a spell where he just disappears into like a globe of darkness of some sort, using it to basically shield himself from any attacks. And yeah. So yeah, combat is over. You barely survived with the skin of your teeth. Okay, so as I yeah.
Aaron will go over to Ruby and see and check Ruby out to see if Ruby needs any assistance, since Ruby hasn't moan, groan, or even tried to get up, and knowing that he was in quite a battle.
Right. And
Good opportunity
so-
to check
so-
out that sword of his.
yeah. He's almost gripping it in a death grip at this point. Like, so you just want to wake him up, Charles?
Yeah. Basically, just doing a field medic combat check for cuts, abrasions, bruises.
Oh, he definitely has a big ass cut, which seem like to be swelling. You know, it's kind of like your neck. You know, you're guessing it's poison.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. The combat is over. So and you have Aluria just look at you with her big green eyes at you, Velius, and she's basically like completely like enamored, like, oh, my hero, you have saved me, like, and she's coughing a little bit injured.
I do my best noble hero impression. Don't worry, we've got you. We drove off the evil drow. We shall get you home safely. I promised on my word as a gentleman, we shall get you home safe. And I'm sort of favouring one side and wincing a little bit every other word and realising that I'm actually in quite a lot of pain right now. Really should get some healing potions. You're okay, Princess? That's the main thing.
Yeah. And so you're checking his everything, Charles, how he's doing and everything, right?
Correct. Now, what I just taken from his shoulders, his head, on down through his scales, I'd try to shake the sword free from his hand so I could, move the arms and not stab myself with it.
Okay. So you move the arms, and so basically you wake up on that Juve after seeing all the visions and stuff of like horrific things going on. You wake up, and you cannot see the target, your enemy that you have to kill.
Okay,
However, you have a craving for blood.
Okay. Is there any nearby corpses?
Yep. There is actually one of the weaker ones, two of them actually, that are dead.
Okay. And how strong is the blood at this point, or the need for blood?
Roll a wisdom check. What did you get?
15.
You can barely contain yourself at this moment, and the emotions subside, and then you can hear the armor saying, "Oh, you are no fun at all."
And I say aloud, so what do I need to do to be fun as I start trying to argue with my armor?
And like they don't hear the armor, only you hear it.
Yeah,
and
I know.
It's saying like, well, listen to the sword, obviously.
And I'm like, so what do you have to say for yourself, so as I look at the sword?
And all you can see is again, basically that that figure I showed you, Duror, and you know now the name of it. It's Duror, the blood god of vengeance and murder, and like your sword is actually drenched in blood, and you get just this emotion again. You can see something. This man in this yin-yang mask again with the sword, bloodied corpses of an entire city surrounding him. Standing in another area, corpses around, like this one area where you fought this weird-looking crimson guy, jester guy. He's standing around that, and it's all bloody. he sees a figure in the distance, and then he like just takes the blade and licks it, and that's the kind of thing you would have to do to be fun. As you see that, as basically Juve is talking to his armor and looking at his sword, almost also conversing with it. Avelius, the princess looks at you. And basically says like, "Oh, come with me, my love. Come with me in this corner, please." It's like, and you cannot resist her. Like, I want to be with you, just with you now. This is such a dangerous place. I don't know if I ever have a chance to be with you alone. She's irresistible, basically, at this point. So.
Of course, Your Majesty. Your command is my desire.
Okay. Okay, as this happens, do you guys react to Juve's rambling?
I am a druid. I've seen crazier.
Aaron, since he's kind of close there to him, would be saying, "Calm down, Ruby. Calm down. It's all right. It's all right.
As
Put
soon as he
those
says
voices out of your head."
as soon as he says that, I lick the blade in invitation.
And then you can see suddenly this woman that you lick the blade, and it says, "Yes, you're almost there. Yes." And the blade also agrees with the emotions as you like look into the mirror as you're in this world full of death and decay, and you look into the mirror and you see yourself in the armor, but you're wearing this weird yin-yang mask. And yep, so now only one of his servants must come to complete it. You must call out for him. You must say, "Come, servant of Duror."
Oh God, why do I feel like I'm reenacting Berserk right now?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sean, do I need to make another wisdom check to see if I do this?
Roll a wisdom check, yep. And we will go back. 1 second here.
Well, that was weird. Alright, I'm back. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Yep.
Alright.
Yep.
Rolling wisdom check. Failed wisdom check with a 3 base roll.
Yeah. So now you will call out to the servant of Duror. It's irresistible to you.
I call out the servant of Dura.
Okay. And okay, so this is what happens. You can see a red-robed figure appear out of nowhere, and you guys can see it too. And the woman who you've been almost like ignoring, she's like saying, "What is going on with you? Are you servants of darkness or fighters of the light?"
Aaron's going to jump back in awe, terror, and surprise. All mixed together.
Okay. Avelius, please roll a Constitution check for me.
Definitely Constitution, not one of my stats that actually got a bonus attached to it. 5.
Okay. So the Princess Aluria, she's just like I have never done this, but I mean, okay, that's not true. I have done this, but you seem like the one and only for me, and she like starts kissing you and like ravishing you, and suddenly you feel weaker and weaker. It's very pleasurable. You feel very. It's like
I resist
amazing.
valiantly for at least a couple of seconds, and then throw myself into it full-heartedly.
Yep. And it's an amazing thing. So you can find it out. However, you do lose. What is this here? 24 psychic damage.
Eep. I'm unconscious.
Yep. And how much in the minus are you?
Well, unconsciously just dropped to 0. It wasn't equal to my maximum, so not instantly dead, but pretty damn close to instantly dead. I did have 9 left, so that's what, minus 15.
Okay, as now this is what happens, right? This is what happens as this is going on. Juve is going crazy, the other ones, and this woman who just like seems to be made of energy, out of light, and she says, "So what is going on? Where is your wizard?" And he looks at you guys. Everybody roll a wisdom check who's not Avelius or Juve, because they are like in La La Land.
Better hurry up before pillars start coming out the ground.
15.
A 19 for Aaron.
Okay. Bill, what do you roll?
This is not a blah 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 saving throw, right? Just a regular wisdom check.
Yep, regular wisdom check. Yep.
Okay, then I got 22.
22. Okay, that is actually. Wait a second here. Okay, you are the only one. I mean, Charles is very close, but you are the only one who, for some reason, you like wake out of a dream because something wasn't quite right with the princess, but everything seemed perfectly fine and normal until this point. Suddenly you don't see the wizard. Where is your wizard? Where is Avelius? You know? And your mind goes to like something was wrong with her. She's done something with him or something. You don't know quite what, but something is wrong. And then you kind of remember kind of just generally the direction where they went. You want to follow it, go check up on the wizard. What do you do?
I'm going to relay this information to the guys. I'm going to try and tell them, calm down, and then explain to them what I saw, because they're obviously clueless spitting.
Yeah.
You want to head over to the tunnel that looks like the sort of heart shape with little pink lights around it, and the Italian string
I'm
quartet.
actually from New Jersey. If you want me to start singing Bruce Lee's Tunnel of Love, I will.
No, that's quite okay. Bruce Lee's Tunnel of Love.
So suddenly you can see this. Okay, so do you guys follow him?
If he tells us that, Aaron will look around and look for the wizard and see if he can pick up any tracks.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, the woman with the glowing faced woman, she's like saying, "So, Druid, what is going on here? Where's your wizard? I think he went that direction. We should check on him."
Yeah.
But
but what's so different about her, like, that I can't just seem to understand?
Let me focus, and then follow me. And she just takes her sword up, her flaming sword at this point. Well, it's not flaming at the moment. It was when she was pointing it, but now it's just a sword. Flames up for a second. She focuses. Something is wrong. Follow me. And as you follow her, so I'm guessing everybody. So Charles and Bill, you're following. Sora, you're still pretty weak. and you can see our wizard is in the middle of something romantic here, and technically, you can see the princess, but yeah, she doesn't look quite as herself. She's still very beautiful, as long as you dig also the small horns, the fiendish tail, and the wings as she's covering him, kissing him, and some kind of energy seems to be flowing through her. She's killing him! She is a fiend!
Firstly, I'm not hearing anything bad about that particular scenario, but carry on.
You're in La La Land. You're like thing. So she brings up the sword and the succubus. Yes, it's a succubus. She just goes back and says like, "I'll be back for him. He's mine." And then she just whoop, goes into the ethereal plane.
Aaron, go to Valius and cast his last Cure Wounds.
Yep. Because otherwise, if I did it by the book, it would have killed him. But since it's basically what's happening, and she wasn't quite able to finish her draining kiss,
it'd be 9 points of damage healed.
Okay, so basically, Andrew, you just wake out like from this blissful event, like an encounter of this kind, of this romantic kind you have never had in your life, and you wake up, but suddenly it's like you are from the highest heavens, and you just smush down to the lowest like hells. This feeling of pain and anguish and loneliness, and this kind of this pain, it's just this pain, and you wake up like in reality hits you so hard, and you can like barely take it. Like, go ahead.
I mean, I play D&D to get away from my real life. I was unconscious with this sort of confused smile on my face. Wake up like, Your Majesty, is it? Erin, yours is not the face I was hoping to see. Where's she gone? Princess? And sort of start looking around for her.
And the woman says, "I have detected evil here, and I found evil. Succubus. Not you, you idiot." And she kind of slaps you slightly over the hand. She was a succubus. She fooled you all. They're masters in deceit, and she would have killed you too. But we would have come a second later. You would have been dead.
Well, I suppose as long as you fooled everybody, I don't feel quite so stupid. Succubus? What do I know about succubi?
Roll.
10.
You know that something like this exists. It's a type of fiend. There's also a male version called Incubus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's also a really good 90s band.
Yep.
What do you call it? I'd like to cast Create Water and just cause it to rain from this internal roof, so that everybody can calm down, refresh. Andy's character can kind of wake up a little bit.
Okay, so this is what you guys doing. Juve, we're going back to Juve. As this is happening, as they are like literally like they scared the succubus away because the succubus knew they didn't have a chance. She didn't have a chance at this point. Juve, you have called the servant of Duror, and you can see this skinny guy in this red cloak as he appears. Sora, you can see this happening. You're too weak to do anything at the moment, but roll a wisdom check.
Okay. $15.
Okay. You're somewhat like frightened, but you can control it. Right now you're too weak to do anything because you're like close to death. So the figure comes towards you, Juve, and you don't see the cave. You see the area like you've been fighting this one guy, the Crimson Jester. All skulls, everything around you. You can see in the sky this head that I showed you, and you can see the guy come close to you in the cloak. in the red cloak, red soaked cloak, and he's got these skinny, spiny hands, and you don't see his face yet right away, and he comes to you and like, who has called the servant of Duror?
And I reply back, I have, Ruby.
Who wants the gift of everlasting life?
I dare.
Me.
And like, then I shall bestow his gift to you, and you shall be a servant. And suddenly suddenly for a second, like his cloak just kind of, there's a wind goes up flashing, and you can see it almost looks like a skeleton, but there's still some permanent skin, and there's these huge fangs come out, like no eyes, just holes, and he like goes into your neck, like drinking your blood. You drank the blood of the servant of Duror. Now I drink yours. The transformation is complete. And then he just says, blood for the blood god. And then he just disappears in a smoke. Whoosh. Yep. So as you guys come back, and you just see this thing, just barely, just in front of Juve, just go whoosh in a big black cloud. This creepy looking thing. You're being carried by Charles Avelius, because Avelius is too weak. And you're still, even though the weird thing is you know what happened to you, you're still in love with the princess.
Yep.
Come on, Avelius, walk on your own. Come on.
And then basically the flame of the woman, the glowing woman, she says like, what kind of evil is going on here?
I wouldn't say it was evil exactly. I mean, you know, sure, she's a bit misunderstood. I mean, I've seen tieflings.
Silence, fool!
You asked a question, I was answering.
Dilettante of Arcana. And he looks at you. He looks at you, Charles. I'm like, maybe you make more sense than these fools here. What kind of evil is going on here?
Well, there's been many evils. We saw Drow. We've seen these weird snake-like folks and things, and these.
You mean the Yuan Ti?
Yeah, and these crazy gestures that wanted to kill us.
Oh no, not
and this.
Not. You were in the Harlequins realm.
But we were someplace, and then there was this weird guy, this strange knight with a strange mask and armor on a horse. It all seems like a nightmare.
That was in the Harlequin.
It's a nightmare, all right.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be told stupid and be told to shut up again, but who are you exactly?
And she looks at you, just her face, it's just like this glowing energy, right? And her eyes kind of, that's the only thing you can visibly see because it's a bit brighter than everything else.
Sorry, never mind.
And the light brightens up.
I apologize.
And she would be like, and she looks at you, and it's a bit unnerving, but like just from the shape, you would see she's a very beautiful elf, more or less. But she looks at you and she says, as the light is glittering off her armor, she says, my name is Lumen. I'm from an ancient race. Very few of us exist. I am one of the Luminists. We have given our ancient... We had once were like you, and he looks like at Aaron, at you, Charles, elves. And like... But not as scruffy. You must be another kind. Anyway, we were once like you. But we gave out we made a pact with our goddess to become more, to fight the evil that was threatening the world at the time. The evil of undead, of the blackest kind of evil. There's very few of us left, and I'm one of the few left, and I'm gonna try to kill as much evil as I can before it strikes me down too. Hopefully that won't be the case. However, as you can see, these wretched holes are filled with evil from left to right. I must be smited down with the light of good.
Aaron bowed to her in respect, and while bowed, he'll actually ask.
Aaron, roll a history check, please.
Okay.
Yeah, while she was monologuing, I'm sort of surreptitiously, and she says, not quite as scruffy as you, I surreptitiously sort of prestidigitate Erin so he's a bit cleaner.
11.
Or the beard she was saying,
The 11.
Okay, 11. You have heard legends, distant legends, almost like stories of the Luminous, of a tribe of elves who have made a pact with the good aligned god, and who have done that to save their world from a great evil, from an undead horde that was threatening to destroy the world in eons ago.
And Aaron will ask her if, since he's seen her might in this battle will show itself, if she may be able to assist his party companion, Ruby, because he seems to have these spouts of delusions of anger management that maybe she could assist him with that.
There's some kind of evil going on, some kind of curse of some sort. Cannot say exactly what. I would have to look at it and research it more.
Just don't ask to borrow his sword. He gets very touchy about that. I've offered, but he won't have any of it. So just word to the wise.
And then she suddenly, you can hear a shout from the distance, and she looks up, and almost like a cat who has seen something, very graceful movement, but very quick. And she looks up, and then she says, "Oh my God, I'm very sorry, but one of my companions, he's in danger. Oh my God, we split up. We were searching for something to. Oh my God, I have to go now. You stay here. Hopefully we will meet again. I cannot help you at the moment. Not like in your state. You need to heal up. There's two tribes of two drow cities. They're fighting against each other. One is totally controlled by females, and they serve the Lolth. It's the city of Methnaeus. The woman you killed, she's one of the high royals. One of the high royals. She's part of a clan. They're gonna come after you to kill you. The other drow that you haven't met yet, well, they're from the city of Yahalon. They're followers of Vaharon, the masked one. No, not those masks, not Harlequin. Different one. Apparently gods like those masks. Anyway, I need to go now. I'm sorry. Be on the head. There's other evil in this place. Many of my sisters and brothers have died here, fighting against this evil that comes in many faces. But I must go now. I wish you the best. I hope we will see us again. And then she basically runs off. I'm like, wait, before she goes, she's like, and she gives you a little, it looks basically like a little diamond of some sort, and it's got a little gold thing around it, and I think it's like a medallion. Let's say it's a medallion, right? She gives her that and says, "Here, I give this to you, and I want it back. This is how we're gonna find each other again. If this medallion is glowing, it means one of my kind or me is close by. We're not many anymore, so it might be most likely me. This is the only thing I can give you to help you. What the one who's the purest at heart might try to call for me, and I will come. You must hold it and basically ask me to come in the most purest way. Cannot have an impure thought. So you better make sure who takes it. And then he looks at Juve's character, and then he looks at your character, Andy. None of those two, for sure. Anyway, I must go now. There's no time to lose, and she runs off. Who takes the medallion?
Aaron will say, "It's definitely not me. I've had impure thoughts in my life."
Okay.
Someone that was trying to go to a friend, you spent an awful lot of time chatting, don't you think?
Out of character, yeah, I know.
Is it strange to me, or is it that Andy, the guy who talks the most besides the DM, always complains about other people talking the most? Strange. Anyway, I'm going to put my name in for it. As a druid, I think that impure thoughts are supposed to be like my anathema.
Yeah.
Other than that, who else? Throw it in.
As you. Oh, okay. I thought you'd take it. There's still Sora and I guess Juve.
Yeah, I don't think I will. I kind of have quite bad thoughts about smashing people's heads in, so I think I'd be the best person to go for.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll take it. Pray for the best.
You pick it up and you feel like an aura of goodness emanating from it, and it just feels good. You cannot quite explain what that means. It might mean something else to you than to other people. But yeah. So. Okay, Juve, you feel your body and everything changing. You feel your fangs growing. You feel your skin is becoming a little bit less red, a little bit more gray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you do at this point? You kind of awaken out of a dream, like a nightmarish but somehow good-feeling dream.
I start chuckling maniacally.
And
I can't, and I say loudly, I can't believe I even resisted.
yeah, it feels good. You feel stronger. You feel more invigorated than you ever have. The only thing that's kind of feeling like a downside is this thirst.
And yeah, so how fresh is the blood from the nearest corpse?
It's still pretty fresh, and the armor is like saying, "Ooh, now we're doing some fun stuff. I like it. I like it."
I laugh back maniacally. So do we, and I proceed to feed on the corpse.
Yep, you can see Juve drinking the blood from the corpse, or maybe feeding us from the corpse. Maybe that's like half-assed measures. What do you guys do?
What did I miss? My connection dropped.
Juve basically he's embracing what he's become, and he went to one of the corpses to feed from the blood.
He did what I think he's doing. So is that
Aaron's going to look back at Avelius and say, "Has he been spending time with your princess?"
And you feel almost insulted because you're still like in love with her, and you feel like how dare you insult the magnificent princess?
Scaly skin. Sora, is that a cultural thing with warriors from your people?
You're breaking up, Andy. Maybe the female is messing with it through the ethereal plane. Okay, so Andy is so he's out of it. He's just thinking about the princess at the moment. So really, what do you guys do? Any kind of
Ruby, don't do it. Don't do it. Stay away from it. You don't know what it may have worms.
You can hear Aaron's voice like very distantly, Ruby. Like you're in a frenzy kind of. You can hear him like he's very distant. Roll a will save.
19 for the base roll.
Okay. And what's your will modifier?
I don't have one.
It's your
Okay,
wisdom.
Okay.
You said wisdom modifier, right?
Yeah.
I have 0. I have a base of 10.
Okay, so you kind of barely can take your head out of the corpse, and you can just see like Charles and all the other ones looking at you in kind of shock and awe. Avelius is kind of dreaming away a bit, like entering in and coming out, and like seeing you, but then also being kind of a little bit away.
In one of my lucid moments, if you hear me.
You're still breaking up. Yeah. Can you maybe if you turn down the camera, then like if you go to your still breaking up.
Go ahead and do this, Andrew. Clear out your cache and reboot. That might help.
Okay. So you cannot even talk correctly, So that's what I'm gonna say. So yeah, this is what you see people just staring at you, like Sora a bit. The druid and our elf, and of course Avelius.
I turned my head around with a half smirk smile. I'm like, who knew it was this good? And like, proceed to slowly turn back to feed.
Okay.
Testing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. In one of my lucid moments, I turned to Sora and asked her, "Is that a natural thing for Is it like a customary thing for warriors of your people to eat their fallen? Is that what he's doing? Is he eating him?"
Yeah, no, that's not normal. We sometimes bath in the blood of them, but we don't tend to eat them. I don't think he's all there, to be honest. I think someone needs to knock some sense into him. Any takers?
I look around the group and then back at Sora.
Shillelagh, I like that. Of course. It's like what is it? Mana shillelagh. Anyways.
Aaron will go over to Ruby and put his hand on Ruby's shoulder and say, "Friend, get up! You're making a spectacle of yourself. This is dark evil blood."
Do you have some kind of like diplomacy or some kind of convincing skill of some sort? I know it's not really.
Let's see here.
If not, you can use like your charisma, a bonus.
Let's see here. Do I have? It doesn't matter. Yeah, my perception, my persuasion, and my charisma bonus are all the same. So let's see how bad this is going to go for me. Oh, 13.
You can hear Charles. You can hear Aaron's voice distantly, just like as you're in your blood frenzy, feeding on the blood of the drow.
I pop a bubble of light over Ruby, just so everyone can see exactly what's going on, and maybe the flash of light will jolt him out of it or something.
Will the light make me recoil back?
It's not that kind of light. So no.
Okay.
Well, roll a wisdom check. Yeah.
Oh God. 9.
You're like whatever light. Potato. It's not
So
that kind of
I'm
light.
gonna
Jerry.
probably gonna suck. I'm gonna suck this guy dry, and then stand up. Make sure I give some blood to the sword, and then sheathe my sword.
It like sucks it up, and the blade now changes permanently to a crimson, and also the hilt and everything becomes more wicked and everything, revealing its true shape, its true form.
I'm going to go back to Valius and Sora and our mighty druid and whisper to Alric that I don't know what's going on with him, but I think he's possessed. I've never, since I've known him.
This is happening. This is happening as while Bill's rain, the rain is coming down. So.
And I proceed to wipe the rest of the blood across my armor, and that's like my actions.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely not acting well. I've only known you for a couple of days, and yeah, he's upsetting me, quite frankly. I'm even more convinced than ever before that we should get topside and try to figure out what the hell's going on, because if he goes postal down here and we've got no supplies, I mean, I've run out of water, and I get my water skin out and try to sort of like catch rainwater ineffectually.
Yep. It's actually not a bad idea. Probably the druid can also make, and he can make good berries and probably also water. So.
So while I'm trying to catch raindrops in a water skin, which is hiding to nothing, I think we should really be trying to get topside and away from the crazy dragonborn with the evil sword.
I think he's possessed.
I don't know how to stop that.
And I look back and cackle. You can't!
I think we should head topside soon, like now.
Let's go.
Yes. You coming, Sora?
What's the rest of you? What do you two think?
I think we should go, but I think Ruby needs to come with us. There's something going on here, and if we just leave him, I think it will come back to bite us in the end, and we don't really want a crazy brotherhood behind.
Quite literally. Bite us in the end. Well done, Vicky.
I don't want anything to bite me in the end, especially not him. I nominate Sora be the one to look after him because, frankly, I can't do it.
I'm not a babysitter. Maybe the dwarf should. I could see a dwarf looking after Dragonborn.
I can look after him.
Excellent.
He bothers me with the new kind of attention that he's giving these corpses.
Well, there's that. There's the armor. There's the sword that changed shape and is now red. We were talking to it earlier. That's not all these things added together. I think there's something wrong with them.
And Juve, this is what you're hearing. Well, I think there's something wrong with them. They're just a bunch of. They just don't want to play. They're just a bunch of sourpusses.
Oh, I know. I know.
And now you start seeing like a manifestation, like a what only you can see of the armor and the sword.
Wait, you're breaking up. I lost sound for about 2 seconds. Repeat.
Okay. You see a manifestation, like for you, kind of a personification of the armor. You can see basically, another jester-looking guy, and he's got like a black and white outfit with like a creepy kind of white outfit mask. I'll show it to you next time. And he's just like looking around, like only you can see it, And you can see a manifestation of this sword, which is just this one the yin yang mask, almost like a slasher villain in like a black outfit, holding the sword, just dripping. And he says, and the armor says, and he's just looking around. Oh, this is just great. It's been such a long time. We had so much fun. Right? He's kind of boring. He always does one thing, if you know what I mean.
And I laugh back like, yeah, I totally get it. Yeah,
So,
he is kind of.
Yeah, all that you see, guys, is him saying that, like there's somebody there, but there's nobody there.
So what shall we do next, as I have now come into my own?
So, yeah, I talked to the guy, when he's talkable, he's definitely one of those, he was like a murderer way back, just started killing people, and the sword he was using was kind of like it was something they just called it being randomly mad and everything, but they didn't count on that, maybe the Duror guy, that blood god fella, has something to do with it. That creepy face, you probably saw that. Yeah.
So
we still got
Go ahead, Bill.
Body of
the
bard, don't we?
Yeah, there's still the bard's body. Yeah, you hadn't have a chance. We could say in the long rest that you buried her. I'll give that up to you if you want to do that. If you just buried her there.
Yep.
Here's what I was thinking about doing. I want to take a 10. During this rest, I want to do a 10-minute ritual, animal messenger, and find whatever little critter I can find. And if I need to, I'll locate animal, summon animal, which is another ritual that I have.
Okay.
And then send it topside. Okay. Send it topside to what's his name, the bard's wife, and tell him we need your people to come and perform burial rites and meet us at the cave. We're coming soon. And also, we might need someone who can help against demonic possession.
Okay. You can find a small centipede, a small one, not a giant one. Don't worry, it's just a small one. And he just comes up and he says, "Yes, me tell. I will give message." And then he crawls away and to the surface pretty quickly.
Okay, and when we're ready to go,
Yeah. So do you guys, I'm guessing you still do a long rest?
We've just come off the back of a long rest. It's literally morning, isn't it? But I'm battered, so I wouldn't say no to patching up wounds and then making top speed for topside.
Okay.
I also take a long. Do I fill back up to full hit points?
You fill up to full hit points, and the armor is basically saying, killing them now wouldn't be no fun. Let's wait a little bit. Let's have some fun with that. What do you say?
And my suggestion, and I say back, I presume can this thing read my mind?
Yeah. You're talking in your mind, essentially.
Yeah, I'm like, killing them would be too easy. They can bring us more fun. Let's see how far we can go, and then.
That's what I've been saying to him. And he points at the masked guy. See, your sword just wants to kill, like he did so many years ago. Actually,
and see, we can't really afford. And I say we can't really afford to fight the entire group. So instead of trying to kill the group off, let's just corrupt them all.
Yeah, that's it. I like you. You see, my boss would really like you if I could contact him, but I'm trapped in this armor. But it's kind of fun. So, but he would really like you.
We have to work on that. We have to see about working on that. I would like to meet your boss. I think me and him will have a great time of communication.
Well, you saw his playhouse, right? So imagine that, just even more. You know, he was having a grand old time. You know, like you should have seen the thing I had to pull off, the really bad thing that he didn't like, to get myself landed in that armor. But in the end, I met you. I met some kind of stupid, some weird guys, some crazy guys, some fun guys, you know, all in between. I met a lot of people. Him too, you know, but as I said, he's not a very talkative person. So it should work out.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. I say for right now, unless they make an action towards us that is going to harm the armor or you, we just keep doing what we're doing. And we'll have plenty of bodies to drain in the process. Which is
now, to be fair, this is like you've learned to talk in your mind with him. So as it took you a while, but in the rest you've been doing that. So you guys have not heard that conversation. So he's just sitting in the corner, just like meditating and like.
Say what?
Juve is just sitting in the corner, looking creepy. So.
Say what?
Yeah. Say what?
And I'm literally like, and literally the sword is stabbed in the ground in front of me as I'm like in this like status.
Oh yeah, but by the way, Juve, you still are obsessed with, you want to kill that one drow that got away because, you know, he got away. He didn't die. You want his blood now more than ever.
That I will probably do the process of trying to figure out which way he went.
Okay.
And that is my current new goal.
I like it. So, you kind of gotten a taste for drow blood at this point. And any kind of last actions from everybody else, because I think I want to wrap it up here. We had a nice long session today, so.
Yeah, I just want to heal up.
Yep, you all heal up. Don't worry about it.
And then sleep.
Okay.
Well, after healing, try to take a quiet conversation to all but Ruby to discuss the current situations of his rather less than standard new behavior.
Okay, I would say roll a deception check because you're trying to be like quiet so he doesn't hear you. So let's say don't worry about that. You go just really far away. So okay.
Okay, it'd be a 16 on deception.
Ah, that's good. That's good.
Well, speaking for myself, I find Ruby's abrupt personality shift to be terrifying, but what else is new? His normal personality was quite frightening. So, yeah, he's definitely behaving oddly, and I don't like it, and I kind of don't want to bring him into populated areas, because I think that would be a bad thing. I don't want to, suggest we put down the rabid dog, but it might come to that.
And then you think of her again.
Stares off into the distance.
And Aaron to say, he's big, he's powerful. We've seen him fight. I don't know if the latter option, how workable that is for us. More bodies or warriors or priests or shaman may have some insight on how best to remedy him.
Yeah, I definitely think it's something to do with the sword. So we've got to get that off him somehow, but it doesn't want to. That's not going to happen anytime soon. So we kind of need to figure out what's wrong with him, and then figure out how to fix whatever's wrong with him. But right now, staying away from, staying out of range. That's my number one plan. Ogum, you got any thoughts on this?
Just Ogrim, your medallion that you've gotten, it definitely feels like when you get close to Juve, you feel this feeling of wrongness, that something is really bad and evil. So it's almost like in technical terms, almost like a detect evil spell, just that kind of, in a way. That's the kind of feeling. Not as extreme, but you can feel it.
Is that on me or?
Yeah, from you. Yeah.
So I feel like a sense of evil is creeping up on us.
Not you. From Ogrim. So Bill's character, the dwarf, because he has got the amulet from Lumen.
And I look around. Well, what is that? What?
Yeah, it looks disgusting to you. It's like this.
Skin crawl.
You have this vague memory of this thing in this light, and it was just like disgusting to you. It's like, so you wouldn't even drink the blood, but you would kill it.
I'm like talk to the sword and to the armor. Do you know what that is? What is it? They're ripping apart or something.
It's some goody two shoes, like being of light and everything, and then you can see the sword kind of almost remembers that the different users of the sword has fought through the many millennia and everything has fought beings like this, and they're like some kind of defenders of good. Elves who gave up their bodies for greater power, for light, but gave up themselves to fight evil. And yeah, this sword has actually killed some of those. So.
Then I guess were just gonna have to figure out the best way to kill it, without them thinking we killed it. And
okay, roll a wisdom check to see.
Bring the Noah.
Anyway, so okay.
14.
So, sorry. Okay, you're still fine. Just want to say, Bill, sorry I didn't hear you so far to talk. Any kind of final words, final actions?
No, I canceled out, and the internet's going really slow. Everyone is choppy.
Okay.
Maybe I am too.
Yeah. Sorry. So, what is your actions?
I don't know what you mean. What actions?
Well, if you want to do any final actions, or if you just want to say your character wants to say something as a final note.
No. Oh no, not at all. Just
okay,
I sent the messenger.
You sent the messenger. Yeah, he's on his way. So, or she,
I of course am going to try and study this amulet. By the way.
Yeah.
Cast detect magic and whatever else on it.
Yeah, I'll tell you more about it next session, okay? But definitely it counts as detecting. Okay, so guys, we will stop here. Oh yeah, Sora, any kind of final actions or thoughts or words for the game as your character? Vicky?
No.
Okay.
I'll sit back and try and stay away from Ruby.
Yep. So, we'll stop here. I hope you enjoyed the game. We can still talk a little bit. Yeah, XP, right? That's the big thing. And I hope you guys enjoyed the game.
Thank you kindly.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Anytime that I'm scared for my life, I know it has to be good.
Okay, guys. Then I'll stop the broadcast here. For my fellow Beastians, for Death Magudu.